Good people, my people, welcome back. This is Mose Knows. I am your host, Mose. We are on episode 11 of the team-specific mock draft. If you're new to this series and new to this channel, we are going through the 2021 NFL draft order team by team, and we are doing mock drafts for just that team. We're going through all 7 rounds, and we're picking players to fill holes based on need to improve each team the best possible way we can. And today, in this episode 11, we are on the 11th team in that draft order, and that is the New York Giants. A lot of Giants fans out there. I'm on the East Coast. I'm surrounded by it. I'm not an Eagles fan. I'm not a Giants fan. I'm not a Cowboys fan. I'm not a Redskins fan. I'm an outcast, according to where I live. I'm an anomaly. But I know a lot of y'all. Giants fans ain't that bad. I'll be perfectly honest with you. If you watched the first live stream of this channel, you saw 2 of my friends, good buddies of mine, Joe and Nick. A couple years ago, me and Joe went to the 49ers game on Sunday night when they played the Giants. It was a good game. The 49ers were winning, last second touchdown by Eli Manning. And the Giants, they came back and won the game on us. But the Giants fans were gracious. They weren't talking trash. I didn't get food thrown at me like I did by Eagles fans when me and my dad went to the Eagles game back in 2009. They was excited to be around us. They loved my enthusiasm. They shook my hand at the end and was like, good game, man. Hope to see you at another game sometime soon. The Giants fan, I don't have no problem with Giants fans. It's the Eagles fans and the Cowboys fans. Giants fans, I usually don't have a problem with. So this video is not really going to be hard for me to do. The Eagles video, that was hard. The Cowboys video, that was hard. The Giants video, it's not really going to be that hard for most. You feel what I'm saying? Before we get started, before we get into all of that, if you're new, thank you for taking the time, clicking on the link to this video, and tuning into Mose Knows. Thank you for giving me your eyes and your ears. I appreciate your time, I really do. Since you're here, you might as well do a couple things for me. Take 2 seconds, hit that subscribe button. Then take another 2 seconds and hit that bell icon. That bell icon is gonna give you notifications every time new content is dropped right here at Mose Knows. We're in this, 32 team series where we're drafting for every team in the first round. So you wanna get notified. If your team is not up in the order yet, but they're coming up in a later video in this series, you want to get those notifications for when those videos drop. That way you can tune in as soon as the video comes out, see where I took the draft for your team, and either give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. So let's jump right into it. We are going to select the New York Giants, and next we're doing all 7 rounds since we're only doing 1 team. And we want the draft speed to be fast. And let's go right ahead and get it started. Names are coming off the board. Ooh, the Broncos took Trey Lance at 9. Huh. Okay. I'm not high on Trey Lance, but they must be. Okay. All right. So wide receivers in need. Edges in need, tight end. I don't agree with tight end. I like Evan Ingram, but they have it listed here, so we can discuss it. Corner, linebacker, interior, edge, tackle, QB. A lot of fans are not feeling Daniel Jones right now. Running back, Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see what my notes say. Double check. Tackle, center, linebacker, wide receiver, left tackle, and guard. Okay. Possibly losing Leonard Williams, free agency. Kyler Fackrell, impending free agent. Dalvin Tomlinson, also impending free agent. Okay. I've seen a couple mock drafts, spoke to a couple Giants fans. A lot of them want Jalen Waddle to fall to 11. If they can take Jalen Waddle at 11, they'll be elated. Devontae Smith is on the board, and I think if you can get him at 11, you're still elated. I think that's a great pick. Edge is also a top need, and you're going to lose possibly Leonard Williams to free agency. I see Kwity Paye from Michigan, who can kind of fill in that role in that 3-4, playing that defensive end spot. So he's an option here. Corner, the two top corners off the board, but J.C. Horn is here. I really like J.C. Horn. Interior O-line is in need. Elijah Vera Tucker is here, but that may be too high at 11. You can go Sam Cosmi or Christian Darrisaw at tackle. I think you can get a wide receiver later, to be perfectly honest with you. And I mean, we have Shepard and Slayton. I know you want to add another guy, but if you don't have offensive line to keep Daniel Jones upright, it's really not going to matter. Jalen Waddle didn't fall to 11, so yeah, you could take Devontae Smith. But honestly, I want to go offensive line. And at 11, I think you can go Rashawn Slater. He gives you versatility at tackle, but he can also move inside to guard if you need him to. We don't know the status of Nate Solder. He does want to come back after opting out last year. And he opted out for the right reasons, family, medical history, and things of that nature with his son. No hard feelings, for that. Everyone, during this time has had to make tough decisions about their playing career as it pertains to their family. He does want to come back, but do the Giants want him back? With the salary cap going down, can they afford to have him back? So if he doesn't come back, or if you don't bring him back, depending on what the salary cap is, you get a young guy like Rashawn Slater, I mean, that's a no-brainer. So, what? The Niners go Mac Jones at 12? Ooh. I don't think that's happening in real life. We're talking about the Giants. We're talking about the Giants. Oh, Lord. Okay. All right. Giants back on the clock. Number 42 here in the second round. Edge is need. Jason Owe is on the board. We got our tackle who can play guard. But now, center is in need. You can get Creed Humphrey or Landon Dickerson. Tight end, I don't believe is in need, but, Pat Freiermuth is here. Wide receivers in need. You can get Rondell Moore. Let's see who else is here. Let's see. Yeah. Man, I'm going offensive line, and I'm going interior. I said center was in need, and the best center, the one and number 2 center, and that can flip-flop. Again, I've said it before. There are 32 teams with 32 different general managers, 32 different head coaches, and then 32 completely different scouting departments. So what one team might value, another team won't. So I'm sure on some boards, Creed Humphrey is the number 1 center. I'm sure on other boards, Landon Dickerson is the number 1 center. There may be other draft boards where neither one of those guys is the number one center. But in my opinion, Creed Humphrey is the best center. And if you don't go quarterback, which I don't think you will, give Daniel Jones another shot. And you want to open up holes for Saquon Barkley and try to protect him as much as you can coming off that ACL tear. Offensive line, solidifying that is a no-brainer, especially going up against the defensive line that you have to go against, particularly in Philly and in Washington. So I'm going to go Creed Humphrey here in the second round, solidify that offensive line for the Giants. You can find skill position players later. Offensive linemen are hard to come by. Good offensive linemen. And you got two of the best in the first and second round. All right. Let's just go all and get a quick snapshot of who's left. Safety is a need. Richie Grant is still on the board. Still, safety isn't really a need, though. We have Jabril Peppers. We have Xavier McKinney, we drafted from Alabama last year. Safety really isn't a need. Corner might be. Linebacker for sure. Chad Surratt is here. I like that. Corner, Tyson Campbell, definitely an option. He's one of my favorite guys in this draft. Let's see. Wide receiver. Yeah, I see some other guys who we can get later. Getting tight end, I don't think is a priority. Unless you want to run some two tight end sets. Depending on how you're running your offense. Let's take a look at edge. McCarthy, she's here. I like that, but I don't know if he's going to fit that 3-4. Maybe 6'3", 254. He could play that outside linebacker in that 3-4 scheme, rushing off the edge at 6'3", 254. So that'll work. Jordan Smith is here also. He might be a better fit, but I mean, he's only, 3 inches taller, but one pound heavier. So I mean, yeah, Ricard, I think is a better prospect than Jordan Smith is right now. And I think he would be better than any of the receivers here at this particular point. And I mean, we could go corner as well. But I think what the Giants lack is pass rush. So I'm going to go Hamilcar Rasheed Jr. here in this spot in the third round. I think I like that a little bit better. Bring somebody in off the edge with a rushing passer. Hopefully we can get Leonard Williams re-signed. He had a great year with the Giants last year. So I believe he should be the number one priority for that Giants team. If we do go wide receiver here, I like the guy who's on the board. Chad Surratt's little brother, Sage out of Wake Forest. I think he'd be really good in this offense and be a complementary piece to Shepard and Slater. So we got the 3 S's at the wide receiver position: Shepard, Slayton, and Surratt. I like that. Moving right along. Now, it doesn't look like the Giants had any multiple picks in any of these rounds. And y'all know Mose by now. Y'all know I love multiple picks in any round. But it looks like we are going through the 5th round without a pick. And we are coming up on, oh, there we go. All right, multiple picks in the 6th round. This is helpful. Say we are at 198. Let's just go to all again, get a quick snapshot of what we have available on the board. Okay, we got Deommodore Lenoir, corner from Oregon. I like him a lot. It's like him, Rashad Longlease is still here. I like that. Thomas Graham is still here. I like that. Tate Gowan, my man, blazing speed. He's still here. I like that. Let's see what we have as far as tight end. Nope. What we have is not linebacker. Justin Hilliard is still here. Let's see who we take so far. We got tackle, guard, edge, wide receiver. What we got for interior defensive line? Chris Tonga is here. Quan Jones is here. I feel like we can get Tonga corner. Okay. Ooh. I want to go Tate Gowan because of his speed. Speed kills, you know that. And he's like 6'1", 6'2", 185. He's probably gonna run a 4.3 in his pro day. If he runs a 4.2, that would be even better. So he's got the size, he's got the speed. Deommodore is a little small, probably in 2.2. I like Tate Gowan. He's ranked at 203. There is 3 corners ahead of him. I'm gonna see if I can snag him at 202. Let's see if I can snag him at 202. Let's see if somebody else doesn't get him before that pick. Running back is a need, not really. We could use somebody to back up Saquon Barkley, Deion Lewis, Alfred Morris. They're getting up there in age. They're pending free agents. Wayne Gallman is a free agent. I think we may be able to bring back Wayne Gallman on a team-friendly deal. But that's if we even want Wayne Gallman back in this offense or if we want to go a different route. Running back that I like is still here. Rakeem Boyd out of Arkansas. I have him rated a little bit higher. So I mean, TDN rank has him at 234. So taking him at 198 could be looked at as a reach, but I have him ranked much higher than that. So for me, it necessarily wouldn't be a reach here. But maybe you can get a guy like Rakeem Boyd in the 7th if we have a 7th round pick, which we do. Which we do not. We do not have a 7th round pick. Unless this 202 is in, it begins to set, but I don't think it does. I think this is another 6th round pick. So let me get my guy. Tate Gowan. I just love, what he can bring at that corner position with his size, with his speed. That's not really true. And then we get that back or running back that we need. And we're keyboard. I like that. I think that's two solid late round picks. Yep, that's going to do it. No more picks for the New York Giants in the 2021 NFL Draft. And we will jump straight to the recap. So with the 11th pick, we take Rashawn Slater. We definitely need to upgrade that tackle position, so we do that with Slater. And then he also offers us position versatility. So say, for instance, we want to bring Nate Solder back. We can restructure his contract and get something that's a little bit more team friendly. We can move Slater inside to guard. And then once Solder does transition either to retirement or to another team, then at that point we can move Slater back outside the tackle. We solidified that offensive line in the second round by drafting Creed Humphrey, best center in the class. He's a plug and play starter. And again, we fortify that offensive line. We add a edge rusher in the third round in Hamilcar Rasheed Jr. out of Oregon State. At pick 116, we add to that wide receiver group. We take Sage Surratt out of Wake Forest. At pick 198, we got a corner, Tay Gowan out of UCF, 6'2", 185, probably gonna run a 4'2", 4'3", 40. So he has the size, he has the speed, a little bit raw in his abilities, but I think he can come in and learn under that defensive scheme there in New York. And then finally, we take a backup running back in Rakeem Boyd out of Arkansas. Giants only have 6 picks so far in this draft. So do we see a possible trade scenario? Do the Giants look to move back from 11 to acquire more picks in this draft? Possibly. That would really depend on who's left as far as the quarterbacks. Is it Justin Fields still on the board at 11? Is it Trey Lance still on the board at 11? Those are possible scenarios where the Giants may want to look at trading that number 11 pick for a QB needy team looking to move up and secure their guy, and then that way they can command a pretty big draft ball for a team that's desperate to get one of these young quarterbacks. If those quarterbacks are off the board, if only a Mac Jones and Kyle Trask are left, I don't think many teams are going to be paying a premium to move up to that 11th spot to get one of those guys. You may get one or two desperate teams that do that, but I don't see that happening. So maybe they take the best possible option in the first round, maybe take the best possible option in the second round. That may be a better option to move that second round pick and drop back down a few spots in the second round and pick up maybe another third or another fourth. And then see if maybe they can maneuver some of those other late round picks to just drop a few spots to acquire some more draft capital and maybe add a few more pieces in this draft. Unfortunately, this draft and any of these mock drafts in this team-specific series do not have trades. But I'm sure on draft night, we'll see a lot of moving and shaking, wheeling and dealing, teams moving up, teams moving back. Try to put themselves in the best position to get the guys that they want and fill the necessary holes that they need. Giants fans, hit me up. Drop a comment down below. Hit me up on Instagram or Twitter. The links to those socials will be in the description box. Let me know how you like the draft. Let me know what it is you would do. Let me know what you think your team will do. With this particular draft, as far as trading, not trading, what picks, what players you want to see the Giants take. Again, I want this to be as interactive as possible. I love interacting with you guys in the comment section so far. You guys have been great. Keep up that interaction. I'm going to keep coming with the content and keep interacting with you guys because I love your insight. Again, do me a favor, like the video, drop a comment below, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, and I will see you in the next episode of the Team Specific Mock Draft. Take it easy.